So today we are going to discuss about agile project management. Uh, so what is actually agile? Agile is a method where we adapt, with the system, and
Mm,
which this section, even the section which is introduced in PMBOK, the agile project management principle and practices covering iterative planning. It is a sprint cycles, iterations are there, sprint cycles are there, and team collaboration is there also to help deliver projects faster and more flexible. So we have a manifesto, then we have principles, agile 12 principles which we are going to discuss, and agile team roles are also there. So this is all we are going to discuss today. So what is actually agile? It is iterative approach to project delivery that focuses on collaboration, flexibility, and continuous improvement. Okay, so this is the meaning of agile. Like, it is an iterative approach that focuses on delivery, collaboration, flexibility, and continuous improvement. So the most important part in agile is the continuous improvement. Okay, so what is the
mm,
waterfall process and what is the agile process? So the waterfall process is, this project has got so big that I'm not sure I will be able to deliver. But in agile, we deliver step by step, right? It is so much better delivering this project in
Yes.
bit-sized sections. So actually, in every sprint or in every cycle of the sprint, we deliver block by block. So where we can reach and complete the project, successfully. But here in the waterfall process, it is a hurdle for us, to deliver the project because of the complexity of the project. So agile is far more better, but it depends also to which particular industry we are applying the agile process. The agile manifesto. So the agile manifesto is uncovering better ways of developing software by doing it and helping others do it. So it is like, what is the agile manifesto? Individuals and interactions, our process and tools. So we focus more on individuals and interactions, our process and tools. We
Mm,
focus more on working software, our comprehensive
working.
documentation. We focus more on
Mm,
customer collaboration, our contract negotiation, and we respond to change our following a plan. Okay, so this is for responding to change is a sprints. We are in every sprint, we are adaptable. So this is how the agile manifesto is, that we focus individuals and interactions, our process and tools. We focus on responding to change, our following a plan. We focus on customer collaboration, our contract negotiation. We focus on working software, our comprehensive documentation. These are the 12 principles of agile. uh, Customers, the customer should be satisfied. We welcome changing requirements, deliver working software frequently, collaborate daily. We motivate individuals. Face to face interactions are focused. Measure of progress through working product. Promote sustainable development. Continuous attention to technical excellence. Simplicity is essential. Self organizing and regularly reflecting reflect on continuous improving. So these are the Agile's 12 principles, which is part of the Agile manifesto. So Agile is actually a mindset which shaped by values and guided by principles. It is applied through a variety of practices. Practitioners choose practice based on their specific needs, and it also
mm,
focuses on adaptability and continuous improvement. So Agile is actually a mindset which has four values and 12 principles. Okay, so these are the four values, like the mindset, uh, variety of practices, practice based on specific needs, and flexibility. And these are the 12 principles: collaboration, delivery, learning, focus, planning, communication, risk management, measurement, adaptability, process improvement, stakeholder engagement, quality, governance, teamwork, and and value delivery. So, in essence, an agile mindset grounded in values and principles is brought to life through practices chosen intentionally to deliver better outcomes. So, that's the mindset we choose to deliver better outcomes, and we focus on delivery of the software by we focus on sprints, and we get customer collaboration is there, stick the feedback is there, then we again go to another sprint. So this is how we develop, and we reach to certain software delivery or certain project delivery. So agile is a blanket term encompassing many framework like Scrum, XP, Kanban, that are all subsets of the broader lean thinking tradition. So these are all the principles, where it comes under the blanket of agile, like the Scrum, FDD, XP, DSDM, AUP, Crystal, Scrum Band, and Kanban. So it means the Kanban and the agile, they correlate with each other, but agile is still blanket, where under agile it comes all these Scrum, Kanban, XP, FDD, crystals, and AUP. So, characteristics of four categories of life cycles. So, we will discuss the predictive life cycle, iterative life cycle, incremental life cycle, and agile life cycle. So, what are the major differences in these life cycles? Like in predictive,
stuff, right?
the requirements are fixed. We have fixed scope, right? We know what
Yes.
is our scope. In iterative, incremental, and agile, it is dynamic. So the scope is dynamic, the requirement is dynamic. Activities perform once for the entire project. So it means the activities are performed one time. But in iterative, repeated until correct. Incremental perform once for each increment. So for each increment, the activity is performed one time. Okay. But in iterative, it is performed until it is being corrected. Okay. In agile, repeated until correct. So in agile, we focus on repetition until it is corrected. In predictive, it is a single delivery, like as a as a as we are delivering projects like construction projects, it's a single delivery. In the iterative, again, it is dynamic, but still it is single delivery. Okay, it's again single delivery, but incremental, it is frequent. It is frequent small deliveries, because we perform the activities are performed once for each increment. So small deliveries are there. So this is incremental. In agile, it is frequent small deliveries. And in predictive, it is the goal is to manage the cost. In the iterative, the goal is to correctness of solution. And in incremental, there is speed. But in agile, customer value, we have frequent deliveries and feedback is also there. Okay. So these are the major differences, characteristics of different life cycles in comparison to agile.
Okay.
So agile is a blanket term, okay, encompassing many frameworks from Kanban that are all subset of the broader lean thinking tradition. This is what we discussed. So PMI code of ethics. So what are the PMI code of ethics and professional conduct? So there is the PMI code of ethics and professional conduct define the ethical standard and behavior expected of project management professionals. It is built on four core values: respect, responsibility, respect, fairness, and honesty. Okay, to guide decisions and actions in professional practices. So these are the four values where we have, it's called the ethics of the professional conduct of practicing project management professional. As a project manager, we should be responsible. We should have a respect. There should be fairness in our decisions, and there should be a honesty. So, as a project management professional, adherence to PMI principles, rules, and professional standards is mandatory. So, the ethical standards are there, okay, and the principles should be followed, and the standards should be followed, and it is mandatory. So, integrate ethics throughout the exam. So ethics is not tested as an isolated section. Ethical judgment is embedded throughout scenario-based questions across all domains, requiring candidates to demonstrate how they apply the code in real project situations and make ethical
Mm,
decisions. Candidate will not be asked to recite the code. Instead, expect questions assessing decision making under ethical pressure, such as conflict of interest, gift from vendors, reporting misconduct, or being pressured to present an inaccurate project schedule. Uphold
mm,
PMI integrity and standards. Always select the response that best uphold the integrity of the PMP profession and PMI standards, regardless of what common practices may suggest. So it is actually, in an exam, we should be more ethical in decision making, or in in not conducting the in once you are there and you are applying, you are sitting there, you should make ethical decisions. Your exam questions and your reply to those questions should be more ethical. Okay. And PMI integrity and standards are also there, so we should be complying to those standards. So what is the purpose and what is the vision of PMI code of ethics? It is a commitment to doing what is right and honorable. So
mm,
what is actually right and what is honorable is a code of ethics for PMI. It sets high standards of professional and personal conduct, build confidence in the project management profession, and encourage ethical decision making with integrity. Okay. So purpose of the code is instill confidence in the project management profession. Okay. Help individuals become practitioners through ethical understanding, establish profession-wide understanding of appropriate behavior, and assist in making wise decisions when faced with difficult situations. So these are all the purpose of the code, that we should have a confidence on the project management profession itself, and we should help individuals to get to be better practitioners and understand the ethical part of the PMI or the PMP. And we should be professional, and we should be, we should assist in wise decisions when faced with difficult situations. So aspiration standards and mandatory standards. So what is the difference between aspiration standards and mandatory standards? So in aspiration standards, describe the conduct we strive to hold as a practitioner, like not easily measured, share professional expectations, represent ideals we aspire to, guide ethical decision making. So these are the key characteristics of aspirational standards. But the mandatory standards are, we have firm requirements, we limit our behavior, prohibit some behavior, and there is disciplinary action can be taken and enforced by ethics review committee. So these are the mandatory standards. PMI values responsibility, respect, fairness, and honesty. These are the four principles, are the four values of PMI. Like we take ownership of decisions, action, and outcomes,
mm,
and we show high regard for yourself, others, and organization resources. Act trustfully and transparently in all professional conduct. Make decision impartial, objectively, and without bias. Standard of conduct. Responsibility is our duty to take ownership for the decision we make or fail to make, the actions we take or fail to take, and the resulting consequences, like social responsibility, technology stewardship, qualified assignments, error correction, information protection, and commitment fulfillment. So information protection is actually the confidential information we are sharing. If our company is restricting ourselves to not to share the confidential information. Okay, so this is as a professional PMP, as a PMP project management professional, we should adhere to the confidentiality of those documents. Okay, and we have a social responsibility also. We should make decision based on best interest of society, public health, and safety and environment also. And responsibility is our duty to take ownership for the decisions we make. Okay, again, mandatory standards, regular and legal requirements are there. Inform ourselves and upload policies, rules, regulations, and laws that govern our work, profession, and volunteer activities. Reporting unethical conduct. So we should report unethical conduct as well. Ethics complaints. So bring violations to appropriate authority. File only substantiated complaints and do not retaliate against person raising good faith ethical results concerns. So if someone is raising concerns or ethical complaints against us, so we should not retaliate, right? We should think that okay, he is
Mm.
doing his best to maintain the ethical standards in the organization.
Mm.
Okay, so no illegal behavior like theft,
Mm.
fraud, or bribery or corruption.
Corruption.
Property respect. We should not abuse the property or intellectual property. Cooperation with
Mm.
PMI concerning ethics violation, information collection, false allegation, pursue discipline action against those who knowingly make false allegations.
Mm.
And the aspiration standards are the inclusive leadership. Okay, cultural awareness should be there. Active listening.
Yeah.
One should be actively listening
Mm.
and diverse perspectives, supporting environment and professional conduct. In mandatory standard, good faith negotiation should be there. Property rights, we should adhere to the property rights. No abusive behavior, no abuse of power, like by influencing,
Mm.
by putting the decisions for personal benefits. In aspiration standards, the transparent decision making should be there. Impartiality for re-examination, supportive environment, and equal information access to those who are authorized to have that information, right? We should
Yes.
not deceive someone, if he has the right to have this information, we should not deceive someone from misinforming them. Okay.
Yeah.
uh, Also, conflict of interest disclosure should be there. Conflict of interest management should be there. No personal considerations like to hire, fire, reward, or punish someone because of favoritism, nepotism, or bribery. And
Mm.
equal treatment should be there. And the rules of organization should govern. In aspiration standards, seeking the truth, truthful communication should be there. Accurate information should be there. Safe environment for the truth, and good, faithful commitments should be there. So this is honesty actually.
Mm.
Uh, no deception behavior, no dishonest conduct for personal gain, for personal benefits. So now we will discuss the PMP exam details. This section outline PMP exam details. So you should study the PMBOK guide, practice exam quizzes,
Mm.
and you should have a high, you should have a high understanding of time management in the exam. Okay, you should not stick to one MCQ and it should
Okay.
take 15 minutes. So you should know how to
Mm.
answer the exam within the specific time frame. Okay,
Mm.
so there are actually 180 questions. Okay, 180
Oh.
questions. So 170 scored plus 10 unscored. So there is mixed random throughout the exam. So actually it is total 180 questions. So 170 are there for the score and 10 are unscored. So we don't know. Okay,
Mm. Okay.
and the exam is for 240 minutes, like 4 hours. Okay, effective
Oh.
pacing and time management is required. And
Mm.
based on PMI official exam content outline study material, PMBOK guide, as I shared with you, the 8th edition. The 8th edition is the
Mm.
PMBOK guide, and the
Yeah.
domain weightage is the people, process, and business environment. From people, 33% of the exam will be taken, and from process, 41%, and from business environment, 26%. Okay,
Okay.
so you
So
should
4
also
hours single shot, or is there any interval? Four
no 4
hours.
hour single shot.
Oh my God.
Yes, 4 hour
Okay.
single shot exam.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
To be eligible for the exam, you should have a high school diploma or global equivalent 60 months,
Mm.
7,005 hours leading projects, or 35 hours
Mm.
project management training. And if you have
Mm.
bachelor's degree, your experience required is 36 months, again 35 hours. project management training. And if you are GAC accredited bachelor or higher, so experience required is 24 months and 35 hours GAC pre-approved. So these are the requirements to be eligible for the exam.
Mm.
So best of luck for your exam. So you should practice on on PMP
Mm.
questions. That's the main
MCQs.
point,
Mm. Yes, correct.
Okay.
Because
So
all the questions are application based.
yes, for sure. And there
Yes,
are
yes,
different.
yeah. But based on the terms and all terms and process we study, based on those things, the application questions are made.
Yes, and these questions, are it's not like every time it will be different questions. They want to know how
Mm,
much you are in project management, and you should take the
mm,
help of also the Chat GPT or Gemini AI, okay, to give
mm.
you relevant new questions and to understand what is there, what type of answer should be. Okay, this is how you
Mm,
develop your concept, and this is my suggestion. And you should start practicing on the MCQs. Okay,
correct, sir.
once
Yeah.
you practice like 500, 1000 MCQs, and you are
Mm,
good to go. And if you feel confident that you can attend the exam and you can successfully
mm,
achieve the PMP credential,
yeah.
then you should go for the exam.
Yes.
Okay,
Correct. Okay.
that was the last session for today.
Okay, sir.
And you have my
Mm,
WhatsApp contact number. If you
yes, I have.
feel after some time you are stuck somewhere, you can message me. I will also
Okay.
share after some days. I will share with you the recorded lectures.
Fine, sir. I will go through all the lectures again.
Yes. Okay. So
Then
best of
I
luck.
will
And I want to know
practice.
when you can pass the exam, because I will be
Yeah,
happy if you pass the exam.
when I am applying, when I am applying, I will ask your help, sir, for the application process also.
Yeah, sure. But first, get
Mm.
yourself ready.
Mm. Yeah. At least I need a 1 month time, including my vacation. Next week I am going for the vacation, no? So
Mhm.
that time I will get time for the preparation. Hopefully, let's see.
Yeah. So start preparing for the exam and tell me when you are ready. And
Yeah.
also, I will be happy if you pass the exam.
Okay. Sure, sir.
Right?
Okay, I will prepare. I will prepare. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you.
Yeah. Okay, sir. Fine.
All right.
Thank you,
It was
sir.
a nice session
We'll
with
keep
you.
you touch in WhatsApp.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure. Thank
Thank
you.
you so much, sir. Bye.
Thank you. Bye.